Today we have a special video for fans of hip-hop and urban culture. Let's talk about a historic night, the 1995 Source Awards. This event marked a watershed in rap, when the rivalry between the East Coast and the West Coast reached a new level and deeply impacted the music scene. Let's dive into the most striking moments of the award and understand how this night influenced hip-hop forever. Before we start, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and activate the notifications. In the 1990s, hip-hop was on the rise, gaining more and more relevance both in the musical scene and popular culture. However, before the internet, the main source of information about the world of rap was the magazine The Source, founded in 1988. The Source has become the voice of hip-hop, highlighting new artists, album reviews and exclusive stories about the urban scene. His influence was decisive to launch artists that would become legends, such as Notorious B.I.G., Eminem, and DMX, through its famous section, Unsigned Hype, which highlighted emerging talents. In 1994, with rap as one of the main forces of music, The Source decided to create the Source Awards, an award that would be dedicated exclusively to hip-hop artists, something that was missing until then. It would be a kind of rap Grammy, with total focus on the talents and productions of the genre. The award soon became one of the most anticipated events in the hip-hop calendar, gathering the biggest stars of the moment and serving as a stage for celebration, but also for tension, as would become clear in the 1995 edition, which deeply marked the destiny of hip-hop culture. The biggest names of rap at that time were present, from legends of the East Coast, like Notorious B.I.G., to stars of the West Coast, like Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. This epic meeting not only celebrated the talents of the scene, but also served as a stage for one of the most tense and decisive moments in the rivalry between the East and West Coasts. Early on, the evening already gave the tone of controversy. Tupac Shakur, who was not scheduled to perform, stormed the stage in the middle of the thank you speech from A Tribe Called Quest, which had just won the award for Best Album. He took the microphone and began to sing, catching everyone by surprise. This unexpected act showed the unpredictable weather that was to come that night. Another remarkable moment was the performance of Death Row Records, one of the biggest labels of the time, representing the West Coast. Led by Dr. Dre, the label dominated the stage with performances from its artists, including Snoop Dogg, who ignited the audience with his performance. The live show was breathtaking, but the tension was present, especially by the growing rivalry between the West and East Coast. The first wave of real tension came when the group Outkast, representing the hip-hop of the South, won the award for Best Group. At that time, the South did not have the same respect as the East and West Coasts. When Andre 3000 and Big Boi went on stage to receive the award, they were booed by the audience. Without being intimidated, Andre 3000 made a speech that would be marked in history: "The South also has something to say." This phrase would become a symbol of resistance and representativeness for the hip-hop of the South, which sought its place in the industry. This was just one of several speeches and presentations that, while celebrating hip-hop, accentuated the geographical divisions that would culminate in even more serious rivalries in the future. If you are a fan of music and style, the t-shirt collection from Plash Shop will be perfect for you. Each piece features prints of great icons, such as Pop Smoke, Bruno Mars, Usher, Biggie Smalls, Tupac and other names that have marked generations. With an exclusive design, the t-shirts are made for those who like urban fashion and want to stand out in an authentic way. Whether you're in the roller with friends or at that special event, you'll always be in style, carrying a bit of music history with you. Ensure you're enjoying the team of those who wear attitude. The link to access the store is in the description of this video and also in the first comment posted. This tension reached its peak when Suge Knight, founder of Death Row Records, went on stage to receive an award and made a speech that would further ignite the dispute. Not to mention names directly, Suge Knight launched a clear provocation to Puff Daddy, the head of Bad Boy Records, from the East Coast. He said, "If you don't want a producer appearing on all your music videos, all your records, come to Death Row." Everyone understood the indirect, since Puff Daddy was known for his remarkable presence in the clips of his artists. This speech was like a spark that threw wood on the fire of rivalry. Soon after, Snoop Dogg took the stage with the Death Row team and, being booed by the mostly East Coast crowd, said, "Doesn't the East Coast love Death Row?" His direct reaction to the lack of respect and recognition further fueled the climate of hostility between the two shores. These moments helped to tighten the rivalry between the two major labels of the time, Bad Boy Records, representing the East Coast, and Death Row Records, representing the West Coast. This tension, which was already present, was amplified after the event and marked the beginning of a real war within hip-hop. The 1995 Source Awards was not only a memorable night for their fiery performances and speeches, but also for their lasting impact on hip-hop. The rivalry between the East and West Coasts, which was already latent, was fueled by direct provocations and intense reactions during the award. This conflict, which mainly involved the record labels Bad Boy Records and Death Row Records, intensified in the following years, culminating tragically in the deaths of Tupac Shakur and Notorious B.I.G., two of the biggest icons of the genre. However, tonight was not only about rivalry. The speech of Andre 3000, Outkast, winning the award for Best Group, highlighted hip-hop from the South, which until then did not receive so much visibility. His famous phrase, "The South also has something to say," marked the beginning of the region's rise as a force to be recognized in the music industry. Despite the tragedies that followed, the 1995 Source Awards became a watershed moment for hip-hop. He not only highlighted tensions, but also solidified the genre in the mainstream, turning it into one of the biggest and most influential art forms of world music. That historic night not only marked the beginning of a deadly war, but also opened the doors for the growth and consolidation of hip-hop as the dominant musical genre worldwide. Thank you for watching our video about the Source Awards of 1995. What did you think of that night that changed hip-hop forever? We want to hear your opinions and suggestions in the comments. If you liked the content, do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications so you don't miss the next episodes. We are always looking for new topics to explore, so leave your ideas below. Join us next time for more fascinating stories about the hip-hop world. See you next time.